So, we're going out there. How will we survive? I don't really have training. I mean, I'm kind of okay with this, but I don't think I'm ready.
Just shut up. That in your hand is so that you can stay in the back, sissy.
Absolutely. The kid should be done soon, and once he is there, should be a big commotion at the front gates, and we can slip out.
Hopefully I can take out a few of those guards on the way out. They are pricks when you go out on expeditions.
Absolutely, though I did respect the border patrol, yes, but not the corrupt kind. And just people in general. I'll gut them all.
Can you guys hurry up? I really want to catch up with the trick-or-treaters.
What little world are you living in? Have you not realized at all what's going on yet?
Leave him alone. He's just a feeble old guy.
Would still clap your cheeks in a fight, Ginger? Ow!
Leave him alone.
Oh, what?
Was that a lady just now? Because if so, she should be slapping me below the waist.
Old prick.
That's enough, Draco. Why don't you guys head along? I'll be behind you shortly. Just remember to grab the car. We're making our getaway in style.
Of course, we'll see you soon. Shouldn't be long now. The kid said he'll need at least another few minutes to raise the barriers. Once they're raised, the line's gonna go crazy as all those illegals rush in.
Isn't this a bit counterintuitive to what you usually want?
True, but it's the only way. I'm an opportunist above all things. I'll jump from branch to branch if a new one presents itself.
Good to know.
I really hope nobody gets hurt.
Well, that's certainly not likely, right, Alex?
Absolutely. I would hate for those to go to waste.
What do you mean?
Sounds like they set it off. Wish I could have been there.
They set off a bomb?
I wonder what they're talking about, fellas. We should probably move into position.
I don't think we should bury.
Why not George?
Because the cart is booby-trapped.
What? How? When?
I don't know. We didn't notice it before, but if we move, it may trigger.
How didn't it go off with Donnie?
I would say it would be about weight. The issue is I don't know how much weight.
I'm surprised by how fat you all got that we can still avoid this explosion without Donnie's monstrous weight.
Shut up, Kim. Okay, so what do we do, George?
I can't get to the bomb to defuse it from here. And I'm not certain how much weight we can release.
Well, our only option
Joe, where did you come
is
from?
to let the lightest one go
Joseph?
first. Like my first boat trip,
Why in the hell?
me and my boarding school class were out to sea
Is he serious?
to visit my best friend Jeffy's father's island with some of his friends. Well, unfortunately, a storm hit and we were all stuck on an island. Just us kids.
Joseph?
Hey, fellas,
Where did you come from?
I was sleeping under those newspapers.
If you're here, Joe, who is that?
Just my costume, I squeezed out of it like 40 minutes ago. Melatonin ain't got that oomph. But back to my story.
Is he serious?
Well, we found this big shell and decided to follow under one of us as a ruler. We made sacrifices, hunted, deposed each other, normal kid stuff.
That's the Lord of the Flies, Joe.
I know William was there with us. We all signed off on it, but after reading it, I'll let you know there was a lot of stuff he left out.
I'm wondering if maybe we all step out and leave Joe here by himself.
No, Kim, listen, I'll go and see if I can do something. Damn it, Joe's outside.
Oh man, look, it's a Buffalo nickel. I can't believe someone would drop this under a vending machine and not pick it up.
For the love of God, Joe!
What?
We needed George out there first, and now we don't have enough weight.
Oh, then I'll just come back in.
No, you can't. Any adjustment to the weight could set it off Joe. You're going to need to defuse the bomb.
We're all going to die.
Man, I can't believe I didn't even get a final drink.
It'll be fine. I trust in you, Joe. Just listen very carefully. It's going to be under the train cart. You crawl underneath and you should see a small container. Use these.
Oh, I haven't had one of these since Pop Pop.
Joe, for the love of God, please pay complete attention. We need you now, all right, buddy?
Absolutely. Go under the cart, cut the wires.
No, bad Joe. No, you go down there. Tell me what you see, then I'll try and figure it out.
You got it, George.
Are we really going to trust him?
We are very much out of options.
It'll be fine. It should be fine. God, I hope it's fine.
Okay, George and I opened it, and I see 5 wires gray, a whitish gray, a very dark gray, a gray that has horizontal gray and white.
Oh my God, Joe, are you colorblind?
No, I see gray, white, and black.
It just keeps getting worse. I don't think I can take it.
Hey, fellas,
Joe, why did you come in here?
I already took care of the bomb.
What, seriously?
Yeah, I mean, part of my training has me doing this.
Oh, thank God. Okay, where's the bomb?
It was beeping, so when I removed it, I put it toward the back of the train.
Wait, what?
Oh, God, guys.
Oh, thank God, Barack. I was worried there, especially since you only got out of the hospital a week ago.
Don't remind me, Kim, Howard, George, and Joe.
They are fine. They should be up soon.
Okay, and Donnie? Kim, what about Donnie?
He's in intensive care, apparently. The explosion from Bill nearly killed him. They wouldn't let me see him.
Oh my God, I need to see him.
Whoa, Barry, please. Just stay put. The doctors are working on him now in surgery. We're hoping that he'll be out soon.
Oh man, I can't believe this.
George, how are you feeling?
Better than Donnie. I can't believe it, and look, Joe, he's not even awake.
Oh, hold on, Joseph.
Oh, hey, guys, how are you feeling?
Joe, you're fine.
Yeah, how did you get out of it unscathed?
I don't know.
I'm not in the right headspace right now. I just want to see Donnie.
As do I, Barack. When I awoke, they told me I had dragged you all here.
You did Kim?
I suppose, but I'm still not in the best of shape. And I'm pretty certain I received a concussion.
Well, if anything, thanks, Kim.
Think nothing of it, my friends. For now, I'm going to check to see if Donnie is ready.
Oh, Kim, where's that?
The school picked him up, said they needed to fix him up. Apparently spouting something he may be damaged.
Strange. Oh God, Donnie, you look terrible.
I know, look at all Theses tubes and gauze.
You idiots, I'm over here!
What, Donnie? I can't believe it. Yeah, you're actually mostly okay.
Yeah, the ape is pretty tough, except for that shrapnel that came from that car.
What, but Kim said he saw you get blown up by Bill.
Well, I thought he was going to do it, but actually he hit this car that for some reason had a much bigger explosion than both of us thought it would have. I think Bill's still a good guy, just kind of confused.
Yeah, and now that he has the Ginger Alex and the Sissy Draco.
What, do you mean Tom?
Well, yes, but get this, he's going by Draco now. What a snowflake.
Why would Tom help Bill? Why would Alex?
No clue.
I think I might know last night. The front gates were attacked. Apparently, a lot of people flooded in. I think they got out that way.
That makes sense. We need to call Arnold.
I already know, my friends.
Arnold, buddy, what are you doing here?
I have come due to all of your current conditions. Mentally, you have all taken a hit, but physically, you're all recovering quite quickly.
What do you mean?
Barack, you were in the hospital just 2 weeks ago after Tom broke most of your body. Then you guys were blown up in a cart, and Donald had a large car door removed from his abdomen.
Donnie, you said it was shrapnel.
I also said that it happened from a car that exploded.
Do not quarrel, Mr. Presidents. It is time that I explain things a bit better. You, like a few others that have resuscitated, have awakened to incredible abilities and changes to their bodies that exceed some of our most experienced and medically influenced soldiers.
I think you need to tell us everything. Because right now, things are pretty bad, and we're all still in the dark.
Well, from the beginning, after about 3 decades, the people here that were locked in this dome to protect themselves from the outside world began to become restless and scared. This was due to the constant threat of those creatures at the barriers. Though they couldn't break through, they knew it would happen someday. And they did. Creatures found a faulty area and squeezed through. Upon entering, about 10 people's lives were lost, except for a young man. What happened was that the young man was poisoned by the creature after killing it. The young man would die not long after the autopsy revealed something, though the poison reacted with something within the young man. And upon testing the reactant, they learned it was the same energy that caused all of this. All of us carry it within us.
So what you're saying is that the energy affected everyone, not just the people that showed signs more immediately. It's like herpes.
Kim, it's not like herpes.
Actually, it's pretty close. It was very inconsistent and would pop up sporadically. But eventually, they figured out how to awaken it with their first Gaia soldiers. A little over 10,000 test subjects were lost or irreversibly transformed. It was dark times, but after many years, they eventually figured out a way to provide a proper dose.
Dose of what?
The same energy we sent out people to hunt for smaller, weaker ones so that we could siphon its Gaia energy and then suffuse it. An incredible group of soldiers were born stronger and faster and developed strange affectations, similar to certain animals or plants. We learned there that people that were affected by the Gaia energy, once awakened, will show an affectation. The dosages were eventually discontinued, as these people had also found that their lifespans had shortened severely, some dying as early as 7 years after.
My God, did it happen to all of them?
Yes, they thought it was a lost cause, until the children of these people were born with affectations and were taken in to deal with testing. As it turned out, the offspring would remain affected by the dose, but would keep all of the positive effects and not be affected by the side effects. And today, all the humans you see are the third and fourth generations of those people.
And most of them join up, and many still die out there.
George, you know better than anyone, when you're at war, lives are lost in large quantities, and right now, we've done what we could to make allies, but we're still far from being safe in this world.
Thanks for telling us, but I still don't understand what happened to us.
The cryogenic chamber did not stop the progress, or more appropriately, could not slow the Gaia force in your systems. So it continued to progress, and your bodies acclimated to it like the others. Because of this, your bodies have fully acclimated to their new forms. Even the third and fourth have to deal with growing pains. But we are certain that by the fifth and sixth, that will be completely acclimate.
So we slept through the hard part, and now our super soldier's awesome.
Very Kim. Though, what is worrisome is that something happened to Hillary when her canister was broken. It was as if that unsterilized resuscitation caused her Gaia energy to express violently. She killed all of those soldiers without effort. We're not even certain she knew what she did.
And now Bill is after her. How likely will he find her?
Once he passes 20 miles, he'll be out of our zone and have gone further than our maps have recorded.
So do we have any way of being sent after him?
It is unlikely since he tried to kill you all.
He wasn't going to kill us.
Him, no, Bill would never, but Draco definitely.
Tom Felton, yes, terrible shame to think he was a drug abuser and steroid abuser. I can really only get behind one of those. But yes, we have no idea why he was so violent toward you guys. His psych evaluations showed severe homicidal thoughts about each of you, and the greatest source was you. Barack, honestly, Tom would write pages about the things he would do to you. Specifically, it's currently in the evidence room for the asylum. He was locked in.
We thought he was in a rehab.
The asylum does both.
Jesus, well, at least we won't be seeing him if the outside world is truly that dangerous. I doubt they all will make it too far. All we can hope for is that they don't come back.
Arnold, how much longer before we can go on expeditions?
Barry?
Well, depending on the intensity, you're probably looking at another 2-3 months.
What are you thinking, Barack?
I want to save Bill, but more than that, I don't want to be scared of that wuss Tom Felton.
Look who grew some hair on that sack, all right? We're going to be working hard, and then we'll go after Bill.
I love your enthusiasm. All right? I'll send you all some of the pre-workout that Alex made for me. I can't place it, but I have these intense moments of energy, then have to take more, so I do not crash.
I'll certainly die.
We're good, Arnold, but thank you anyway.
Trying to maintain a natural physique. I can respect that I will see you all soon.
Full of coke?
I mean, I could have told you that I know the supplier of it.
So we're going to go give that ginger the business?
We have no idea who you're talking about, but after these next few months, we will.
I almost forgot how his hat.
Hat is fine, but he was pretty messed up when they took him spouting something about foreign data downloaded or something.
George, did you send him more videos?
No, I didn't have time for that. I was planning to do it when we went to the diner.
I wonder what's up there.
Who cares? We need to handle our own things. Kim and me will probably be headed back to our place later on today. Barry, Joe, you heading back now.
I'll be off. Got to see if I can still catch the morning exercises.
Okay, Joe, I'll stick around with Donnie and Kim.
Hey, Barry.
Yes, Kim?
Weren't you supposed to watch Joe?
Watch Joe? Oh, God damn it. I'm going to kill that man.
All right, Donnie, level with me. What happened?
Fine, I spoke to Bill. He didn't seem like he wanted to hurt me or you guys, but I don't really know how to read him, but I want to believe he didn't want to hurt us.
Well, this is a rightful shame, all right. Turn over, Donnie. I'll give your muscles a massage so that you can get back in action.
What? Stay the hell away from me, Kim.
Stop that, Donnie. You need this. This is a potent practice by my people. Shiatsu.
Kim, that's Japanese nurse. Nurse, guards, no!
Mr. President, it's good to see you both. I heard about what happened last night. I'm sorry I couldn't visit you in the hospital, but I am glad to see you back so soon. You did a fantastic job, Mr. Obama.
Thanks, Bradley. I just wanted to say that in spite of better judgment, due to the knowledge he'll learn and use, not for appropriate purposes, I was hoping you'd be putting him through an accelerated program.
I see. Is there a reason for this?
We would like to start our expeditions as soon as possible, and we're already set to be a team.
Well, if you can assure me that you'll be an expedition team, then I will give my okay. It's preferable that he uses those abilities out there away from children that will give him legal recourse, whereas out there, they'll deal with him on immediately.
I love how much you love the children, Bradley. We're so similar.
No, Joe, you both really are not. Well, Joe, I probably won't see you for a while, but let's definitely meet up with the fellas during Christmas.
Absolutely. The kids are going to be practicing for their Christmas play. We should totally check it out.
What part of restraining order do you not get?
The part where I can't do something.
Well, there you go. Okay, fellas, have a pleasant day, and Bradley, good luck.
Cindy, would you please just talk to me? I really wanted to be here on time.
Just what? Got caught up with the boys again? George, this is your job. Your dad owns this place. If it wasn't for Javier, we would have been screwed.
I know. I'm sorry we were in an explosion and then...
Explosion? Are you okay, George?
Yes, I'm fine. We were able to walk away from it. But listen, Cindy, I truly am sorry. I'll talk to my dad and let him know it's my fault tonight. And you can head off early, and I'll keep the place open an extra 2 hours.
You know, we can't make Javier stay that late.
By that time, I should be able to handle both sides. Please, Sin, I screwed up, and I want to make it up to you.
Really, Gio?
And Javier, you guys are really good buddies, and I would never want to screw you guys over.
Yeah, George, good buddies. Okay, George, I'll probably work another 2 hours to make sure you're good, then head home.
Of course, Cindy, sorry again.
Man, Cindy, you know you're going to run out of chances soon.
Mr. Zuckerberg, have you fixed it yet?
Not quite yet. It would seem that my style is still very much different from the development of this. Though, it will not be able to evade it for long, as my style is unblockable.
Okay, I'll leave that to you.
Well?
He's quite eccentric, but believes he should have it fixed soon. Who would have thought that they would be attacked by an elementary? I hope we can collect the footage.
All in good time. I just hope that Brock isn't too disappointed to not be an elementary.
Ah, yes, it would be quite saddening to learn that you were not an elementary. I know I would be.
Exactly. Well, from what I've heard, he should be here soon. Why not go and speak to him? Oh, and bring Droney along. The little device is only mildly damaged, but is fully functional.
Of course, that should perk him up. All right, Droney, let's go and meet up with Barack.
Ha! You still think you can evade my style. Do not make me laugh.
Eccentric, yeah, right?
Oh boy, what a night. I just want to lie down and turn my brain off. Droney? Henry Droney. It's good to see you both.
How are you and your friends doing?
We're all fine, but more than that, we're pretty eager to get back to training.
Quite admirable, Barack, taking all of those pent-up feelings and molding it into a positive force.
Yeah, it's really sad. I was just not expecting that.
Truly, it's a terrible shame, Elementary.
I know I couldn't believe it, but I should have suspected it sooner.
Well, don't put yourself down. We've all been there.
Thanks, Henry. This talk really helped.
Yes, well, Barack, I will allot you the night, but if you're serious about your training, we will be hitting it hard tomorrow morning.
I'm dead serious. I will be all set by the morning, thank Henry.
Of course, Barack, pleasant evening, my friend. Oh, before I go, I did promise you something. Here you are.
What is this?
It's a Magus battery. It allows you to use your magic to power a nearby object. Unfortunately, it's extremely draining, but it is necessary for someone looking to join the expedition team.
Thanks, Henry. This looks pretty old. Where did you get it from?
It used to be mine.
What, really? You were part of a team?
I was, but I lost my right leg during an expedition. Unfortunately, the outside world was far more dangerous than I knew.
That explains why we run every day.
Exactly. I'm training you this way along with the other students, because if you can't fight up close, you need to run and trust me. You do not want to be up close to these creatures.
Henry, thank you for this. I think I'm even more motivated than before.
That make me very happy, Barack. We're expecting a lot from you.
I won't let you guys down.
I'm certain you won't.
Well, son, how was the diner? I hope you and Cindy are working well together. She's a fine manager.
Absolutely, Dad, best I've ever known.
Is something wrong, Georgie?
Well, Dad, I just need to tell you the truth. You see, I was about 4 hours late for work today. I was in the hospital.
What, are you all right, Georgie?
I'm fine. Me and the fellas just had a run-in with an old friend. But I just wanted to let you know that I screwed up today.
Well, that's very responsible of you, Georgie. You've always made me so proud, and you coming forward tells me you've really come a long way.
Thank Dad, I also wanted to...
I think you might be ready.
Ready for what?
Well, with Cindy graduating soon, she told me that she wouldn't be able to work and go to college.
Wait, are you saying?
Yes, George, at the end of spring, I would like you to take on the manager role when Cindy goes off to college.
Oh, Dad,
You've really come into your own these last few weeks, working hard. And now that you're taking responsibility, I'm really certain you're ready.
Yeah, that's awesome, Dad.
Oh, man, I'm really happy how the guys welcomed us back. They even carried our bags.
I know, Donnie, looks like we're making a name for ourselves.
Yeah, I'm thinking we talked to them about hitting Skid Alley this weekend.
Definitely, Donnie. Those young bucks can learn a lot from us. Maybe teach them how to be true alphas.
For sure, Kim, they'll learn a lot from us.
Oh, really?
Oh, dear.
Of course, not as much as our lovely and fair commander is what I was going to say.
Don't worry. Today, you guys are going to get a free pass.
See, seriously?
What?
Well, you guys have just gotten out of the hospital, and it would be very unfair to sting you both after just getting out, right?
I mean...
Okay, boys, I'll leave.
Please, mistress.
Good little doggies.
I did not tell you to do that, Draco.
Yeah, I did it because we needed distractions. I would have had to have known they were going to hide in that train cart to have done it. So, just calm down, Bill.
And what did you guys do to Joseph?
Oh, I fed him some melatonin, and then he said not to stop until he was satisfied, so sleep might be a bit difficult for all of us the next couple of days.
Listen, Bill, they're fine, right, kid?
Well, yes. I was able to get out information from a radio signal to send help their way. So they should be fine.
I don't like this, Draco.
Too bad we got out, didn't we? And now we're going after that wife of yours. Now shut the window and just relax.
It's a good thing he let that go.
Maybe So Damn Elementary's too much for me right now, but if we get our hands on that thing I mentioned to you...
Definitely we gather that up and you and me take control, right?
I take control, you show me you're loyal, and we subjugate those twats. And after we'll return to that damn city, I'll kill Barack and those morons, and take my rightful place as ruler.
Are you certain that thing will work like that?
The Hat always mentioned that it has a greater knowledge, so even if it grants me even a bit more, it's worth it. It'll at least be enough for that whipped imbecile.
Absolutely, and if anyone can get it to work, the kid will...
He better. It's the only reason we're bringing him.
No worries, the kid has nothing else going on after being fired by Arnold for his infractions.
Ha! Well, anyway, we head this way in for the next 150 miles, and we should find it. Hopefully won't take long.
Too bad the kid couldn't get a map we're going by. What you remember, you sure you know.
Are you questioning me, Alex?
No, sir. I'm just saying that we may be in for a long trip.
If anything, we'll just ask the locals. After all, animals need to be tamed and reminded that they belong at the bottom of the food chain.
That little punk gets to me.
I mean, he is very rude, but he genuinely believes he knows what he's doing.
Well, I think you're a little too trusting. I've known guys like that. They'll turn on you the moment they get a chance. I mean, look at the kid.
What?
Well, Alex has basically ruined your work and your life.
Well, that is true, but at the same time, he was the only one that actually got my work out there. And stole the credit for it, but it got out there, at least.
Well, Mark, my words, kid, you want to take anything Alex says with a grain of salt. Hopefully we find Hillary soon. She'll know what to do.
She seems like a kind woman.
Oh, God, no. She puts the itch in bitch. But there isn't anyone else out there for me. And honestly, she put that little Harry Potter prick in his place easily.
After the events of Bill's harrowing escape, the boys have been hard at work. 2 weeks have passed. Many things have been learned in this time, and all are hoping for the best. But as the weeks continue, the motivation they started with begins to wane as they realize just how much work it actually will take.
Don't worry, Mr. President, you will not die.
Oh, hey, Barney, did it happen again?
Yep, Mr. President, 4th time today. Honestly, after a few days of this, I think I've become numb to it.
So is the act of war. Well, anyway, Bradley, are we learning anything special today?
Well, you've advanced to the next stage of training, and against my better judgment, that does mean stealth and reconnaissance.
Ooh, I should be perfect for that.
Unfortunately, I agree. You have shown an abnormal aptitude for it. Luckily, we have a mission that may suit you. I just really wish we didn't.
Oh, a mission? I still haven't completed my training.
Well, this mission would normally be for mercenaries that are starting off like a Class F mission, is what we call them. Your record has proven you're at least Class D or C, if it were not for the massive amounts of infractions.
Oh, well, isn't that interesting? So, will I be infiltrating an elementary school? Ooh, or maybe there's a rash of park snatchers.
I'm already feeling like this is a mistake, but we are currently being hired to assess the safety of a number routes for one of the city's more prominent officials' child.
How old?
10.
Just at the sweet spot.
Okay, so all you have to do is secure 4 possible routes starting from their home to the elementary school.
Oh, yeah.
Also the after-school care facility.
Oh, yeah.
And the homes of their friends.
Oh, yeah.
May God have mercy on my soul and place yours to the fiery cage where it belongs.
I'm sorry, Bradley. What was that? I was lost in thought.
I will say this as I will be with you throughout, and I have been given strict orders that if you deviate and enter any of their homes or the facilities, I must arrest you.
Oh, they've loosened up a bit.
That is true. Your recent work with Tom and your friends earned you a bit of leniency.
Great, but I will tell you this, Bradley. I will work hard and do my best to go against my instincts.
That's surprising.
Me and the boys need to make it to the expeditions as soon as possible.
Yes, because of former President Bill Clinton, correct?
Huh. Oh, yeah. I guess we need to go after Bill too, but there's this little ginger punk with a big gun, just waving it around, and needs to be taught the business.
Big gun?
Yeah, apparently he said he found it. Now he thinks he can do whatever he wants, little punk.
I see this gun. Mr. President, was it by chance a sniper just a bit off of 5 feet in length with a military-grade compact scope?
Yes.
I see, was it bolt action with a silencer?
Yes, to the bolt action, or to the silencer.
Okay, great.
It was the only redeeming quality. I took it off of mine immediately.
Oh, dear God.
What's up, Brad?
Tim Gunn was recently shot by a bullet with a similar caliber to the guns we provide to our kill switches, and you're telling me he has a gun that is not only identical in caliber, but identical to the gun you lost, right?
Error.
I don't follow.
This is so bad, I cannot believe this. Okay, whatever, listen. We're going to deal with this mission in a few hours for the time being. Have lunch, rest up, and I'll meet with you back here afterward, understood?
You got it, Brantley. Ooh, I think I'm going to get a banana split today, or maybe a chocolate ice cream cake. I can't wait.
Hello again, Joe. Well, I'm sorry to do this to you, but Bobby will help you today. I need to use the bathroom. Don't worry, I've been teaching him how to do this for months.
Bobby, but Mr. Owner, you're the only one that knows how to get the ratio just right.
Well, I promise you, Bobby is just as good, Bobby. Could you take over for me for a bit?
Am I dreaming?
What? I'm sorry, sir.
No, nothing. Hey, has anyone ever told you You look exactly like an actor from the 80s.
I don't think we had any actors. Then no, sir.
Doesn't matter. You go to school, how old are you? What's your favorite ice cream? Hold on, Joe. Be smooth, keep your cool. You can befriend this kid. Maybe even get a chance to sniff his hair. I bet he smells of bubblegum ice cream.
Sir? Sir?
Oh, sorry, Bobby. I got in my own head for a bit, just thinking about my next mission for the kill switch.
Willie, sir? You're a kill switch?
Like shooting fish in a barrel. Yes, I've been with them for a little while now. Actually just finished a mission with some buddies.
Nah, that's so cool. Me and my friends want to become soldiers. My favorite are the kill switch.
You don't say, well, I'm in here a lot. Maybe we can talk about my experiences.
Really? That would be awesome, sir.
Please, Bobby, call me Joe.
Okay, Joe?
This may be the single greatest day of my life. The only thing left is... So, Bobby, how old are you?
Well, I'm 9. That's weird. Did the arcade across the street reopen?
Well, Bobby, why don't you make old Uncle Joe a nice banana split? And tomorrow, I'll tell you all about some of my other experiences and my training. Maybe you can bring some of your other 9-year-old friends to.
Sure. I'll bet. They'd love that, Joe. Joe? Are you okay? You're sweating and clutching your chest.
I'm perfectly fine. Bobby just excited about the ice cream.
What? Coming right up.
Dear Diary, I think I may have found one of the greatest treasures that this new life has to offer. A brand new, young, and precocious friend. Such an adorable young friend as well. I can't wait to see him again tomorrow. I'm so excited I may not be able to sleep. I'm so giddy. Well, for now, I'll go slow. You don't want a repeat of what happened with diary number 5. You know what I mean? Well, good night, diary. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, Joe, you're doing fantastic, and you have a bit of a skip in your step. Did something happen?
No, just finding my second wind.
I'll say we've only used the defibrillator 2 times today. Please at least tell me what you're doing is legal.
Absolutely. I'm just having a great time with my Adderall and ice cream.
I see. Well, I guess keep up the good work. Oh, and be ready today. We'll be scouting the way from the house to the school.
Fantastic. So do you mind if I take my lunch break early?
No, you go ahead. I'm just going to check in with our commanders and set everything up. I'll see you back here in an hour.
Great. See you in a bit, Brad.
Maybe this is a good thing. God, please let this be a good thing.
That's so cool, Joe. So you're saying that you're scouting for a really important political figure?
That's right, Bobby. Hey, where are those friends of yours?
They couldn't come today, but I'll see if they can come tomorrow.
Of course. So, Bobby, how was school?
I don't know. I'm not really good at any of that stuff.
Oh, that's okay. I wasn't either. But it's important if you want to go to college or become a scientist.
I know you're right, but I would like to be like you.
I can't believe this. I'm feeling so much that my heart is about to burst. Oh, wait, it stopped. Okay, Internal Joe, give me a heart massage.
Joe, you okay?
More than I just need to head back, but I'll definitely be back tomorrow.
Okay, Joe, I'll see you tomorrow.
Definitely.
Okay, Mr. President. So, with all the intel we have, we know that there are 7 routes from school to house, 13 for the aftercare facility, and too many for the friends' homes.
These are all really bad.
What?
If you look for all of these going from home to school, this one goes through a number of low-populated areas, and this one cuts through a park.
I see. What would you suggest?
They live in a really good area to kidnap. If I were to suggest anything, is add a light here so that no one can hide, because this corner becomes completely dark at 5 p.m.
How do you know that?
This is just some personal experience, so if we can get them to place a light pole here, we can improve safety. As far as better routes, we will need to do here around this way, and then direct.
Direct route? Why?
Don't forget, He's a child. Walking too far would be rough for his taut little legs. No.
Jesus, but this is honestly impressive.
As for the facility and the kids' houses, deplorable who thought these routes were safe, I can think of hundreds of ways I go about grabbing up some young supple.
Okay, that's enough, Mr. President. Just make a new list and what we'll need to do to perform these necessary changes.
Great. When should we expect it to be done?
Well, with this kind of work, maybe 3 to 4 days, we'll just patrol those routes you make up as they make the adjustments.
Fantastic. Think I can get the rest of the afternoon off.
I guess I need to bring this up to the higher-ups, and once they've green-lit it, we can begin the patrols.
Dear Diary, I had just the best day. The birds are shining. Colors are brighter. That thing with my trick knee is gone. I can't wait to wake up. Also, Bobby is just the best, such a sweet boy. I can't wait to meet his friends. And his banana splits have been getting so much better. I hope one day we can go to the water park. Huh, do they have a water park still? Well, I'll check with Bradley tomorrow. For now, I'm just so giddy. Talk to you tomorrow. Diary, you know, Bobby, I thought your friends would be here.
Don't be mad, Joe.
Just what?
I just don't really want to share you.
Dear Diary, well, I had the absolute best day. I had a heart attack that hospitalized me. I can't believe he just said it out loud. He is just the cutest little thing. I don't know what's come over me. I feel something I haven't felt in a long time.
This is bad, Mr. President.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know how either. We should only be grateful that the attempt didn't work out.
I've checked over and over. I can't believe they evaded so many of my fail-safes.
Yes, which is why we're thinking there's a mole.
Really a mole?
We can't be completely certain, but it would make sense. I mean, Mr. President, your work on this is beyond even what our best analyst and imprisoned serial kidnappers, they couldn't even compete with you.
Don't try and make me feel better. I can't believe this person almost beat me.
Come on, Mr. President, this person is probably just...
Just what? Not better. Better at this than me. I'm going to lunch.
Jesus, I'll just give him some space. Let's look at the perpetrator was around 4'3", was wearing a black coat and a hat, but the hair that stuck out seemed to be curly from the report, and the perpetrator scaled a 12-foot wall in an instant.
Hey, Joe, you okay?
I'm just feeling discouraged.
Oh, why?
Nothing. I mean, I know I can trust you, Bobby. It's just my job.
Oh, the thing with the political figure?
Yeah, this kidnapper is good. He nearly grabbed the kid.
Oh, wow, what happened?
I wasn't there, but they said he jumped down from a 2-story building and tried to grab the kid. He knocked out one of his guards and threw the other into traffic. He was about to nab the kid when an officer turned a corner. The officer shot him in the shoulder, but still the guy got away.
Wow, the guy seems pretty good. Why don't I top you off? Let me grab your plate. Oh.
Bobby, you okay?
Yeah, Joe, I just slept on my arm weird last night. Hey, when I get back, let's talk more about it.
Yeah, sounds good.
After all, it's like my dad always says. Alone. We can only move buckets, but if we work together, we can drain rivers.
Yeah? You know.
Mr. President, are you certain this is the right place?
Barry Bradley, listen, I'm going to go set up. You get your suit on and meet with the kid and his bodyguards.
Okay, Mr. President, I've got a lot of trust in you.
Don't worry, Bradley, I've got you.
Okay, Joe. You got us in sight, Mr. President?
Yes, I got you both in sight. Just keep going along. Shouldn't be long.
Nothing out of the ordinary, then. What about the advance team?
Checking. Now they should be already. Oh, they're all dead.
What? Pow!
Bradley. Bradley. Damn, he got him, but I know where he's going.
Can't believe how easy that was. Those guys took it.
Please let me go. I don't want to die.
And you won't kid.
Joe.
That's right, Bobby.
So you figured it out, huh? How?
That should be obvious. I was your biggest fan.
What? That was a show for kids? You would have been...
Not important. She's saying, I almost wouldn't have realized it until that thing you said your father or fake father never watched the show, but I did, and your father from the show would know it well.
Well, that doesn't matter. How did you know that I was actually
an adult that's body was returned to youth?
Well, yeah.
I didn't at first, but then I gave Arnold a call. Hey, Harold, how are they hanging?
Arnold, Mr. President, and a little to the left. How may I be of assistance to you?
Well, Arnold, I wanted to ask, did anyone that got resuscitated and come back with anything strange?
How do you mean?
Maybe looking very different.
Oh, well, not many cases. We had one.
Is Bobby Brady a kid again?
Mike? Yes, he is, but we haven't heard from him in a while. Why do you ask? Joe, are you still there?
So you see, you're actually just an old man that's body got turned back by the Gaia force. You're not even a real boy.
What? Why are you angry over that?
Because you lied to me.
Yeah, I did. So, Joe, what are you going to do about it?
Me? Nothing. I already did what I had to do.
Freeze! What? How?
I'm better.
You old bastard. Oh, God!
Impressive.
Whatever, I'm headed home.
Mr. President, you did amazing. Joe, seriously, you not only caught him, but you also saved that politician's kid.
I should have known.
Don't be so down on yourself. None of us could have realized. He didn't look anything like he should, and he preyed on your weakness.
Yeah, thanks, Bradley. I'm just going to head to my room and get some sleep.
Okay, Mr. President?
Dear Diary, I'm so heartbroken. I feel like I've lost something. I don't know if I'll ever recover. How could I? All that time and energy and all those talks, all of my riz wasted on an adult.
The events of Bill have affected the city in major ways. A large quantity of undocumented folks have entered. The city is now on high alert, as a number of these entities that have entered may also be anti-treaty members. As the treaty itself was not accepted by all of the nearby folks, and some were quite against any acceptance with the human folks, but that's too serious, so let's watch Barry's time.
Well, Droney, it'll probably be a while before us and the boys hang out. They wait, they were all looking. It's likely they're ready to finally start taking this serious. I should do the same, right? Yeah, after what Joe said about Tom, I'm really feeling a bit overwhelmed. We were lucky that Tom couldn't cast any spells in that strange overdose form. I suppose that might not be a bad idea after all. With training with Henri and the accelerated program that he's made, we might overtake Draco's skill pretty quickly. I mean, you're not wrong just to be safe. It might not be a bad idea to at least ask Droney. I can't believe you'd actually say that. I suppose if you insist, then it's not a completely bad idea after all. This place is a little too set in its ways, and I was the president of change. I love our talks. I don't understand a single thing you say like most pet owners, but I can always make you the enabler I need you to be. I love you, Droney.
Barack, how are you this morning after our conversation last night? I stayed up an addition 20 minutes and concocted this.
Henry, this is amazing, but why is it over 1,000 pages long?
I know, probably not enough for week one, but you sprang this on me last night and I didn't want to disappoint you.
The book is almost 50 pounds.
I don't know about that. I'd probably sell it for 10 pounds, but that is a kind appraisal for my book. Now then, Barack Droney, we shall begin with these.
Aren't these from that anime?
Oh, you like Naruto as well? Well, yes, I was rewatching for the 30th time the fight between Lee and Gaara. And it was an epiphany, heavier but smaller weights.
How heavy?
They weigh about half the amount of my own.
They cracked the floor. And this isn't even tile. This is hardwood, and we're on the ground floor. It's just foundation underneath.
I'm so jealous of you, Barack. You get to enjoy such a rigorous training regimen. If only I had someone like that for me.
I can't even lift this by myself.
No worries, Barack. I'll help you place them on. And then a 5-mile run today.
Oh, great. So we will be doing less miles?
Of course. We need to get you used to them today, and then we double the miles every day after.
What?
Run, 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 run.
Oh.
Lift, 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 Lift! Lift! Chew, 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 chew. Sleep, 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 sleep. Heal, heal, heal.
Maybe we pick this up in the morning, Henry.
Okie dokie, Barak. I'll see you in the morning.
I don't think there's a single part of my body that isn't exhausted, Droney. I really didn't think he was holding back before, but apparently week 2's encyclopedia is more than double week 1. I know, Droney. I don't think I can say no, but maybe I can delay the continuation. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm thinking maybe I can refocus Henry's attention to something else or something more important than training. It would have to be big. What is something that would make Henry have to stop the one thing he loves more than training? Let's make a list, Droney. Okay, I think I have it. Henry loves the school, so let's think about this. Do we have any events coming up? Well, maybe we move away from Mega Sumo Sphere and from the Magus Bowl. Yeah, the injuries in both of those are severely high, but I think Magus Bowl is worse. I guess our next best option may be a club, or maybe I could audition for the play. I don't know what it's about, but I could probably convince Henry that I was planning on this since hearing about it. Let's see, club-wise, no anime or comics. So that's off the table. I don't really think I should join the Magic Club. It would help me learn sooner, but I couldn't do that to Henry. I could see the cooking or United ELLL. As for the play, it looks like it's something about 2 people. It's called The Tragedy, Octavio and Balta. My choice on this has to be critical. I have 4 choices, and all will have plenty of importance. And outcomes that should hopefully save me from the horrible all day long affair. The training with Henry will be 4 choices. Huh. Well, I guess it's time to leave it up to a dice roll. I can't believe I still have these. This was the dice set. Michael, damn it. I mean, Michelle. She bought them for me in similar sets for the boys. I wonder if they still have them. Oh, well, enough reminiscing. Let's check where I should go. Huh, well, not quite what I wanted, but I did leave it up to the dice. All right. So the play it is. I'm used to always being in the spotlight. I guess it does make sense to go from politics to Broadway. Donald tried to do it. I know Droney. He is an ass, and me becoming a star would probably piss him off at least. Oh God, I can't believe he convinced the doctors to place the weights on after I left bedside manner my ass.
Fantastic, Barak. You're looking well and you're wearing your whip.
Henry, before you go any further, I need to tell you something that you may not like.
All right, Barak, I'm listening.
Since arriving here in Pig Pustules, my days have been filled with wonder and whimsy, and like a dream, I've enjoyed training and learning, but now I have one selfish request. I would like to reduce my training so that I can audition and take a role in the play.
Barak, I never knew you were a thespian.
Oh, thank God he bought that bull. I didn't know how to say it. I mean, I love our full days long of training with no rest, like at all. But I could not do myself or this school a disservice and not participate in all it has to offer.
Barak, you should have came to me sooner. I'm directing the play.
What's that now?
I was actually coming to let you know that we were going to be reducing some of the training days, but if we're going to be on the same set, we can definitely make this work now.
I see. Tell me something. What if I wanted to join the Magic Club?
Really, you're into MTG? I'm actually the administrator that helped the club become established.
It's Magic the Gathering?
Yes, I am quite the MTG captain. In fact, in the week of Christmas, we will be battling in a tournament between the different class factions, and whomever wins goes on to challenge the high schools that have the absolute best players in MTG.
Damn it!
Cooking or the UELL?
Oh no, Ms. Horseradish is running Cooking and Headmaster Tenant, the UELL.
Damn it, Godmother! And your mother! Wow, that's so cool. Well, I guess it must just be serendipity. Well, I suppose I still have to audition.
Well, I can definitely give you any non-acting position, but if you plan to act, have you decided on whom you would like to portray?
Well, I don't actually know the story, but it does feel reminiscent of Romeo and Juliet.
What? No, not at all. This is a story of humans and angels. It's a piece that is written as fiction in the realm of Lovecraft.
What, seriously?
Absolutely. The main character is a human that, well, I think it would be better if you read the script and choose to whom you would like to audition for. I will let you know. We have a pretty impressive group this term.
Honestly, I'm pretty excited.
I'm happy to hear that. Well then, with that out of the way, back to training auditions don't start until next Friday.
Wait, what?
Run.
Oh.
Lift. Chew. Sleep. Rehearse.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Careful with the custodian's bucket and mop.
I made it. Now I just need to pass the audition. Well, looks like a lot of people here from other classes. I've got this in the bag. Lead role here. I come.
Oh, hi. Do you know if this is where the auditions will be held?
Oh my God, you're Cameron Monaghan. You're my second favorite Joker and first favorite Gallagher.
Well, thanks. It's so nice to meet a fan. But just remember, I'm just like everybody else.
Oh my God, you're so down to earth.
Well, thanks. What's your name?
Barack Obama.
Oh, that sounds kind of familiar. Were you also an actor prior to resuscitation?
No, I was president of the United States for 2 terms.
No. That's not where I know you from, but don't worry, I'll remember.
All right, students, please move to the side of the stage. To the left will be acting roles, right? Will be the stage crew. Those of you who are not chosen for the role will have a chance to join the stage crew, and those of you who will be chosen as understudies will be placed on the stage crew. If anything happens to the person chosen for the role. All right, so for the first role, we will be beginning with, it is the human protagonist, Octavio Bailey. So for those of you auditioning, please come to the center of the stage, side by side, with a decent distance from each other. All right, we will start with Barack Obama. Please come to the front of the stage and recite the line from page 2, line 3.
Good luck, Barack.
Oh, thanks, Cameron. Okay, my name is Barack Obama. And I am reading for Octavio Bailey. Balta, what do you mean? I know I asked for this, but how could the world turn to... Is something on fire? Oh, son of a mother! I can't believe I'm the understudy, Al.
Hold still, Barack. I'm working on the burns. But I will say, were it not for your strange pants combustion, I would have had a hard choice to make. But don't be discouraged if Cameron is unable to act. You will be able to take on the role.
I know well, thanks for the help. Henry, I'll see you tomorrow.
Of course, Barack, pleasant dreams.
Cameron Monaghan, you bastard. Cameron, when he patted my back, he must have dropped something on my pants, a spell, or catalyst of some sort. Normally, I'd be talking this over with the boys who would then go out of their way to cause mayhem, but I've got to do it myself. Yes, I'm not going to take this lying down. I don't have the clout I used to, but I'm not going to be known as a bitch. Well, Cameron, be ready, because when the Barry puts his mind to it, he's a force to be reckoned with. Droney, let's plan. This is the greatest plan one has ever made up. Now then, Droney, I just need to get a few things from the potions room. You'll go and scout it out while I work on the stage crew.
Oh, Droney. Is Barack not around? Well, come along. You could spend a little time auditing my class until Barack comes to retrieve you later.
Well, ladies, it's all about breathing and confidence, you know? If you've got a little time, we can do a little solo rehearsal in the broom closet, just the group of us.
I should be the one about to have sex with all those young and royalty-free students, if they are at least of age. Not that I would do that. Soon, Cameron. Soon. Fantastic, Droney. With all of these, I just need to concoct the potion. The only thing is I need to mix it and set it within 5 minutes. Don't worry, I'm not like those idiots. I can actually perform a job without screwing it up, like a good episode of The Three Stooges. Note to self, measure and prep liquids beforehand and don't just free ball it.
Barack, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Are you certain because you were blasted through 2 walls?
That would explain why I can't feel anything below the neck. I think I need to go to the hospital.
You may want to begin paying rent, son.
I'm over 60.
Whatever. You're no fun.
Geez, that was a bad one. Who'd have thought too much would cause such a big explosion? Thanks, Droney. Well, let's just hope no one figures out I'm the reason.
Barack!
Oh, shit.
I am furious, without a doubt, more than I've ever been. I cannot begin to tell you how disappointed I am. Can you believe this misconduct? Can you believe this lack of conscious...
I can't believe it myself. I honestly thought I was a better person.
Don't get me started! Come in right now!
What are they doing here?
Tell him now!
We're really sorry, Barack. We were just a little miffed with you with everything that happened with Tom, and we took it out on you.
What?
We set your pants on fire as a way to get back at you. But in reality, we should have tried to process our anger better. It wasn't your fault that Tom was an addict.
You guys set my pants on fire.
And we're very sorry.
And Cameron is?
In a coma after that strange gas pipe burst.
He's in a coma?
Yes. Oh, and because the auditorium is destroyed, we'll have to postpone the actual play until next year. But unless he wakes up, the role is yours. Barack.
Cameron is in a coma because of the explosion?
That is in fact what happened. Yes, well, Barack, I'm going to take these 2 to the school to deliver the proper punishments.
Huh. I mean, I'd be a good person.
The commandos have been heavily on edge, as they are the first line of defense for the city. They are stationed at the lowest point of the city where they would be most useful. And the night of Bill's actions, the commandos were at full force and extremely drunk and disorderly. The complacency of the city has had for many years had been put to the test this night and failed. Many commandos were punished and signed up for reteaching, and a group is being organized to search the city for the illegal immigrants.
What? What the?
Stay down!
Who are you?
Donald, help!
Kim?
Stay down! Donald!
Kim?
Stay down!
Mistress, I would really like to know what is going on. Why did you take Kim?
Unfortunately, I do not have the complete information, but someone is coming to explain it to you.
Who? I don't understand. Those were commandos that whale-napped Kim.
You don't think I'm not also angry. I wasn't consulted on these actions, but like you, I have higher-ups, and now understand from your higher-up. You talk to me like that again. Remember your punishment.
Great, now I've got a fear boner. Well, I'm alone, might as well.
Hello, Don. Oh my God.
Arnold, cover your eyes.
Okay, I was not expecting to see that much of you today.
Sorry, I thought I was alone, but Arnold, are you going to tell me what's going on with Kim?
Yes, Donald. I am certain that this could have been done without so much of a farce. But after the video evidence concluded the truth, the commandos' leaders decided that this would be the best method of seize Kim.
Why was he arrested?
Kim's Gaia energy.
What's wrong with it?
We assumed, due to the testing, that Kim would be suitable for commando work. But as it turned out, it was only due to the common similarities of character to you.
I take offense to that he is an overweight, tyrannical piece of garbage.
Right. Well, since the events of that night, we have been able to recover some minor footage, and in that footage, we found this.
What is this? That's not Kim, right?
It is. Kim has dormant Gaia energy.
What does that mean? Will he become like Hillary?
It's possible that this is what happened to Hillary, but I think we can manage his issue. But he will not be continuing his commando training. But the commandos would have preferred to lock him up, as that monster that he is hiding could be dangerous.
That's bull. He saved us. You can even see it in the tape.
I completely agree, Donald, which is why I convinced them to allow him to be released into my custody.
Great. When can I see him?
Well, that is the thing. Donald.
What Arnold? I can see Kim, right?
Not yet.
When then?
I don't know. This is new territory, and we need to approach this calmly, which is why we will also be borrowing your current commander for the experiment.
Experiment?
I promise you, Donald Kim will be fine, and we will return him to you unscathed.
I trust you, Arnold. Can you at least keep me updated on him? Oh, and can you bring him his magazines except for Big Top Asians?
Of course, we've already begun removing his effects, but I will return that to you when I have completed my own peruse.
Thank you, Arnold.
Of course, Donald.
Good morning, soldiers. I have ordered you all here as there will be a change in command for the time being, as I have been requested to supervise a new project. Silence. Good dogs. Well, I will now be introducing the officer that will be replacing me for the foreseeable future.
Hello everyone, my name is Elijah, and I am so proud to be working with all of you today, and for as long as Commander Johansson is to be working on her project.
Oh, thank God we're getting a cupcake. I am going to miss the taser boners, but I could really use a break. Plus, though, I'll never admit this out loud. They are more fun with Kim around. Oh, dear God.
What's wrong, Donald? Did you think this would be easy? Did you think I would be a soft touch? Do you not know my portfolio?
I mean, I watched Lord of the Rings and Spy Kids.
LOTR was a passion project and Spy Kids was just a paycheck. But I was also in Sin City and a number of other very violent and uncanny and terrifying projects.
Oh, right, I'd forgotten that one. Also, I'm pretty certain my foot shouldn't be bent that way.
No, it shouldn't give me a moment.
Oh!
Now then, Donald, let's continue. You only rolled down 25 feet from the summit. There's still 80 to go.
Hey! Huh, it's a little lonely. At least I've got you Big Top Asians.
Hello?
God damn it. Cover your eyes. Well, kid, there goes your innocence. So tell me, kid, you lost or something, and why did you not knock?
Well, I'm your new roommate. I'm going to be learning alongside you, Mr. Trump.
I see. I guess the others here look up to me, and the commanders thought I'd be a good influence.
Something like that. Are you certain this is a good idea?
Don't question me, Gotten. I know what my men need, and Donald needs someone to bounce off of.
But what about school?
Don't worry. You'll still be attending, plus you'll get a credit just for keeping his spirits up.
I still don't understand what I should be doing. I wanted to be an engineer. They make way better money.
I've seen your work. Often on the screen, you're better off as fodder. At least working with Donald, you might learn something, and with my recommendation, you may be able to move up. Just don't learn too much.
Okay, fine, but I don't really know much about him except for all the TikToks and YouTube shorts.
We were really lucky that this happened before the next election. This country would have actually been worse off.
You know, I kind of like Stranger Things. You were a pretty good little actor. But if you're looking to become a pretty good commando, don't expect that here. If you're under the old Trumpster, pretty good is an understatement.
Great, so what do we do now?
Kido, you leave the room for 15 to 20 minutes, and then we hit the sack tomorrow. We got training and weapons practice, after which you and I will talk to the fellas. Huh, you 21?
Oh man, what should I do? I want the credits, but I don't like lying.
Yes! Doesn't matter, we're going to Skid Alley and you're just going to window shop.
Skid Alley?
You've been, you little dog?
Yeah, Yeah, I've been... Okay, Dustin, you've got this. So we cruising for chicks?
Dirty dog. All right, kiddo, I'm starting to like you, all right? So then let's get the ball rolling, leave, and come back later.
Okay, Donald.
So fellas, me and G here are planning to hit up Skid Alley. Any other takers?
I don't know, Donald. I mean, with the way Commander Elijah and his eye, I mean, you remember Timmy, right?
Vaguely.
You landed on him yesterday, and then had him drag you back here while you ate his crackers.
Cracker bitch, how is he?
It's not great. He snuck out last night, and when the commander came to check the bunks and found his empty, when Timmy came back, he had him paint the gym.
Well, it's better than training.
He had to do it during a basketball game, and the ball flew while he was painting the roof, and now he's in the hospital.
Jesus, did he at least get some?
Oh, yeah.
High five.
He's in the hospital and he may never walk again.
And the lucky dog got some?
He's in the ICU.
But he got some.
Listen, I don't think I want to do this anymore.
What about the credit?
If I continue to hang out with them, I'm pretty certain I'll die.
Interesting. Well, then it's a good thing you're a tattletale.
If they find out, they'll kick my ass.
And if you don't go out with them and report to me, then I'll just tell them and they'll do that anyway.
Oh, biscuits! Donald?
Hey, G, what's up?
Could I talk to you?
Sure, but hold up. I got you some things.
What is this?
Rubbers, you'll need 'em. Can't risk getting the clap at your age.
Oh, I really don't think I can do this.
I mean, if you don't want to do that, we can just go and get hammered.
What?
Yeah, the boys aren't like me and Kim, so I gotta ease them all into it. But they are just a bunch of young nerds.
Then, what about to get some talk?
Timmy's girlfriend works for a dispensary. We were talking about Herb.
You smoke?
Personally, I'm a nose candy kind of guy, but I'm DT for almost everything. My boy Barry, however, loves the stuff, man, is a chimney. Oh, and George gets the best stuff. And Joe and Kim, man. I really miss having those guys around.
What happened to them?
Well, kiddo, we had this other friend of ours. It's not important, but right now we're all really busy now. But come Christmas time...
Man, I don't think I've ever had friends like that.
Well, that's just sad. Gee, why not stop being a loser and come out with us to get hammered and so high that those rich pricks on the 5 level would be jealous.
Weren't you rich?
I was and will be. Again, this whole thing right now is just the art of the deal. Soon enough, I'll take my rightful place amongst the snoots, but until then, I owe it to the boys and myself to just get as crunk and as much punani as possible.
Cool.
All right, what did you want to say?
Nothing, I can't wait to get out there with you fellas.
Absolutely, G, let's get out there and have the best time we can.
All right, let's do it, Big D.
Oh my God, I think that dude you laid out was with those Rose folk.
So what, no one messes with G or any of my boys when we out?
Hell yeah, I've ever been drunk in my life.
You only had half a wine cooler.
Yeah, not like the Shirley Temple.
You all are just a bunch of chumps, but let's hit that next bar.
Really, we're still going at it?
Of course, it's only 1 a.m. Anything less than 5 minutes before bunk check makes you a puss. You okay, G?
I never want to drink again.
That's what they all say. Beer?
I just said, okay.
Not bad, fellas. We've still got about 3 hours until we just barely get in. Say we get out heart rates up?
You don't mean?
Of course, I know for a fact that Kim would want us to. He wouldn't have set it up if he didn't want us to use it.
What are you guys talking about?
Something real fun, but first let's dump one out. For old Kimmy, an overweight whale of a man, but one of my best friends, only when I need it.
Are you really friends?
It counts.
Well, the only thing you douches can count on is that the Nuns of Roses about to wipe the floor with you.
Oh, looks like we have a different bit of fun.
We can't, Donald?
Why not?
Because they are pistolates?
I don't believe in that beta male astro mumbo jumbo. I'm an alpha.
Pistolates mean they are the female plants, not the male ones.
Oh, so that guy I laid out?
Was my stamen.
Jesus TM my bitch, but come on, fellas, equal rights, right? Fellas?
I think the real reason they left is because they carry thorns.
Well, screw 'em, at least you stayed.
I can't actually move too well. I think that beer had something in it.
Damn, I gave you the Wormheischer.
What? If it's all right with you guys, we're just gonna go ahead and mess you up.
Hey! All right, little buddy, get some sleep and don't bleed too much. We got half an hour before we gotta be up. Man, that was one heck of a fight. Didn't really throw any punches, but groped a lot of what I can only assume were naughty.
Unlikely don't usually have anything but similar facial features, and anything else would purely be false aesthetics to trick human males.
I got you, buddy. Still felt real enough. Dear stupid diary, Joe got me for my birthday. If it wasn't that I was using you to hide nude pics of Stormy Melania and our special family beach trip, I would have chucked you. But anyway, this will probably be my last entry. Bill is gone. My friends and I are separated, and though these guys are kind of fun and look up to me, I miss all that stuff, the adventures we'd go on, the trouble we make G as a good kid, and maybe I caught the spark a little with him, but it's not the same, but we'll see in due time. End of post gay.
Well, good morning, soldiers. Sleep well.
Oh God, Donald, I think I'm gonna puke.
Should have had some of my shake works like a charm.
It's like 30% lard and 20% pre-workout and white powder.
And I'm not the one messed up here.
Screw you! Ow!
Yeah, wouldn't use too many 2 or more syllable words.
F you.
This morning we will be having a fire drill and then proceed with an earthquake drill. Oh, and yes, I invited the high school band to perform for us this morning during breakfast. Afterwards, we will be continuing mountain climbing.
Yeesh, you are screwed, kiddo.
Mr. Matarazzo, please report to my office before breakfast.
Well, good luck with that sociopath. I'll save something greasy for you in the calf.
Coffee?
Please! Oh, thank you. Also, could I trouble you for a full bottle of aspirin?
Oh, sure, and why not take the morning off? I'll even rub your feet.
I sense sarcasm, but I wouldn't say no to either of those.
Info now.
Well.
You okay, G?
I never want to drink again.
That's what they all say. Beer?
Man, I don't think I've ever had friends like that.
Well, that's just sad. Gee, why not stop being a loser and come out with us to get hammered and so high that those rich pricks on the 5 level would be jealous.
What is this?
Rubbers, you'll need them. Can't risk getting the clap at your age. All right, little buddy, get some sleep and don't bleed too much. We got half an hour before we gotta be up. So what, no one messes with G or any of my boys when we out?
I snuck out last night by myself with a couple of the other privates and got hammered while Donald stayed on the premises.
Now we both know that's not true.
It's what I'm reporting.
Don't do this.
What did you really want? Because it wasn't about Donald bouncing off of me?
Fine, I'll tell you he's special, and I needed someone to remain close and let me know why.
Why?
Because if he knows he's special, he'll become complacent and not work.
He's not like that at all, Donald. Donald is a good friend.
Friend, huh? I see.
Well, I can't believe you're leaving.
Well, I was mostly here to observe to see if this was a right fit.
Really didn't know the schools had that program.
Yeah, you know, Donald, I was really all set to go for fabricator, but I think I've always been a commando.
All right, kid, but I'd still be a fabricator. Bitches love money.
Oh, of course you guys are all fodder. I ain't gonna waste my life. No offense.
F-U-G.
F you, Donnie.
The new group of soldiers that have been tasked with locating and collecting these individuals that have entered has been less fruitful than the leaders of the city were expecting. And because of this, a number of other classes have been called upon to create a new task force known as the Urban Ranger Force. The URF are some of the best from each class, and in a short time has proven quite successful. But that's city stuff. And I know you're just dying to hear about how George solves his problem.
Oh man, I can't disappoint the fellas, and I really can't disappoint my dad. What am I to do? Okay, plug this into there. calibrate for additional weight, reset the flux capacitor, and awesome, it works. Not bad if I do say so myself.
And I would say the same, George. You have quite the talent.
Oh, why, thank you, Professor. I'm just really interested in the topic. I was basically pushed far away from this sort of thing. Since my family were political, but now I can do what I want.
Well, that's good to hear. Partially, but I must say this may be your calling, Mr. Bush. In fact, I think I will be marking you as a top pick for expedition groups.
Really, that would be awesome. But I don't know. I mean, with my dad and his business, I should probably be close to home.
Nonsense, George. You have a real talent. And with your knowledge of the past, you would be an invaluable member for expedition work.
Well, if you believe so strongly, Professor, I'll take you up on that. Here you go, Javi. Remember, we're sharing it, no bogarting.
I know, bring it down, George, but I have to ask. Are you really going to go out there?
I mean, it's rough at my age. But I don't know. It feels right. I never got to see real action. This is my chance.
Slow down and take a puff. It's not war, but I do get you. I would like to go out there, but being, since me and the missus were resuscitated and her turning out to be a...
Oh, I know that was crazy.
I really didn't think she could have kids after both of us getting our tubes tied and cut, then to have 12 right off the bat.
That is true. How are the kids?
Not bad, but we have to change schools next year. The current one is too full, but we did find a new one near this kill switch hangar, so we should be fine.
That's fantastic.
You okay, George?
Yeah, I just had this strange feeling of cold run down my spine.
Well, George, you seem to be very interested in this, so the only thing left is the real reason you came to me. How are you going to tell your father?
Yeah, that is the hard part, Javi. I mean, I didn't even think I'd get in.
But you did.
And then I really took to it.
Very true. The work you do with looping that cam so we can get high and plastered has been a lifesaver, brother.
Of course, but if I do this, I mean, I'm leaving you and Al to take care of this place by yourselves.
Don't remind me Al sucks.
Totally sucks. I mean, worst manager we've ever had.
Yeah, but what can you do?
If only my dad would have given it to me.
And what you and I get high screw-up orders and hotbox this place.
I'm not that much of a mess.
You are.
Okay, fine. So what about you? You could use the money.
And who would manage the stove? You can't cook anything but eggs and cereal.
Well, that is fair.
Well, regardless, mi amigo, I think you just do it. Sure, I'll miss you, but you got to do it. You got nothing holding you back right now. No kids, very little responsibilities, and I'm sure your father will be okay with this.
I'm not okay with this.
Dad, listen, I realize that this might seem weird because I'm your little boy.
No, Georgie. It's weird because you are almost 80 years old and want to go out to God knows where at this point.
I get that, Dad, but...
Listen, Georgie, I can't stop you. I love you, and I know that if I tell you one thing, you'll do the other anyway. But understand this, I was really hoping you'd stick around.
Why, Dad?
It's about Al. Apparently he got a job working at the water refinery.
He got into the plumbers?
Well, it would seem so. And he plans to work the next month and then leave, so he asked if I could find a replacement soon so that he can train them.
I'll give old Al one thing. He's a good guy when it counts.
I was hoping that would be you.
Really?
But then these head-in-the-cloud dreams are a problem. Georgie, I love you, but this isn't a smart move.
Oh, okay, so I guess I'll go out there then.
I guess so. Georgie, please just be safe.
Hey, so what do you think?
I kind of think she's got a stick up her ass.
I mean, it could just be because she had to learn from Al.
I guess, but why does that matter to you? You're not even going to be working here, Mr. Expedition Fabricator.
I know, but I promised I'd wait until someone came in.
Cameron? Yes, he should be here soon. Kid's been a bit down on his luck, but he's a good kid.
If you say so, I guess I'll head out there and speak to Cindy before we open up. Hey, Cindy, how are you feeling without Al around?
Oh, hello, Mr. Bush. I'm all right. I'm still a little nervous, but I am sure that I can handle whatever goes through that door.
Did you unlock the door, Cindy?
No, I didn't. Excuse me, ladies, if you wouldn't mind. We still haven't opened up just yet.
I'm sorry there, girlie, but I don't think I heard you. You see, we're moving into this territory after we took out the Ratata boys.
Oh, that's not good.
What's up, Mr. Bush?
I've kind of been paying those guys for protection against this sort of thing. And I know a thing or two about these sorts of things.
Too bad those boys couldn't handle.
You showed them your breast, didn't you?
George!
Well, what? How dare you?
I know those boys, and I don't think it's right for you girls to devalue yourselves like that. After all, you've got parents, right?
Well, yes, I have a dad at home, and Macy has her sick mom.
Herma?
I don't know! How is he doing this?
Listen, ladies, how about this? You ladies were able to take this territory. What's your name?
We call ourselves Nuns of Roses.
Well, that's a lovely name. You know those boys, they'll be back. And they'll ask for more next time. I know a spot near Skid Alley that pays well and isn't ruled by anyone. It's near a cat house. I don't know who owns it, but I'm sure she'll be happy for the protection.
Gee, thanks, mister.
No trouble at all. Why don't you girls head off and check it out?
All right, come on, girls.
George, thanks a lot.
No problem, Cindy. They are just some misguided kids.
I don't know if telling them to work for a cat house was a good idea, but you really saved me.
Of course, listen, I realize that I'm not going to be around often, but this place is important to me. And that makes you just as important.
Oh, George.
Javi also needs this place with his litter, so I would never hang my buds out to dry.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, Javi's got my number. Get it from him and text me if you need me. I'm headed to my first group.
Well, guys, it seems like we're waiting for our fabricator. Do you know who it is?
No idea. Hopefully we can get along.
It's really difficult to find someone you work well with, but I'm sure if they chose this person to be on our squad, he's the best possible match.
I hope so. We're a commando, a magus, and a troubadour. A fabricator would really round us out.
It would be really helpful, especially since I'm still right out of school as a magus. I'm sorry if I'm a hindrance.
I wouldn't worry. I mean, I'm closer to a jack of all, master of none.
Well, I'm really only going to be good with fighting, so I'm counting on all of you guys to get the important stuff done.
Well, if anything, it feels like we'll be a good group.
Well, they all seem like good people. Maybe a little young, but they seem to be really open-minded. I think we'll work out real well.
I just hope it's not an old guy. It's real tough to bridge the gap.
Yeah, having to stop a bunch of times to pee like my dad needs to really makes it rough out there.
Oh, definitely. Have you seen some of the old resuscitators? I mean, sure, they used to be cool in their time, but now, nobody gives a crap about the past.
God damn it. Okay, maybe if I make a good impression. Well, hey, what's up, my dogs? How it do?
Oh, hello, sir. Are you lost the home for the elderly? Is 2 blocks from here if you'd like. When our other member comes, we'll escort you back.
No, dog, I'm finna be your new member. My friends call me Georgie B.
Oh, this isn't gonna work. George, have you located the device yet?
I think so. The issue is that it's underneath. There must be a staircase to the basement.
I don't know if we have time. That Gibbler nest isn't too far from here. And if we make too much noise, it could alert them to us.
Well, I might be able to cause a distraction from a distance.
No way. If you're by yourself at this time of night, you might get attacked. And if they move too quickly, they'll get you.
I think I've got an idea. I've got this. It's a sound box. I have it preloaded with my workout mix.
Really?
Yeah, all you need to do is set it and leave it over somewhere where they won't hear us in here.
Hopefully this works, George.
Let me show you how to...
I'll be fine. It's a simple device, so you guys get ready and I'll take care of this.
I really think you should let...
I'm fine, George.
Really, George?
It's a good song. Now let's get this going.
Stop!
Hey, did the music stop?
Stop working and run.
Oh shit, the Gibblers.
Oh crap. Okay, you two help me lift this. And the moment he gets in, we block it off. Then we're heading down.
What? Are you...
Listen, kid, if you want to live, listen to me.
What the hell, George? That didn't even last 15 minutes.
How long did you even set it for?
How long?
This is exactly why you should have let me show you. You kids are ridiculous. Oh shit.
Everyone together!
What the hell is that?
No idea, but it looks kind of familiar.
George, do you have your gun?
Yeah.
You and her stay back. I'll head up close and you buff me, got it?
Absolutely.
Fine, but it might be bet.
Oh my god! I think he's dead!
Oh, this is bad. Do you have fire? And do you have healing?
I do have something, but I don't think it's that strong.
I can get him back up, but that thing will probably get us,
You aim for my canister and then run up, and you heal him and we'll drag him out on my mark. Now!
I've heard a lot from your fellow squad members, and they are saying that it's on you, George.
I'm not surprised.
Lucky for you, these people weren't very well liked in their original coursework. I'm requesting them to undergo reteaching. But George, the recording you were able to assemble, and your information has been very useful. Are you certain we can't keep you on?
You know what, sir? I had this group of friends that we'd always get into trouble. We'd get high and drunk, we'd crack jokes and hang out. Sleepovers and pranks galore. One time we were at the White House, and we were drawing up plans to how we'd sneak into the Smithsonian and ride the rocket. We got the blueprints. We got the uniforms. Even Kim and Barack got jobs at the Smithsonian to make it easier for us to set up entry points.
What, are you telling me you were accomplice in a conspiracy to commit a crime?
I'm telling you, sir, that I don't have the support system that I once had. Just a great bunch of guys that I know I can trust, and that we all work well together.
I'm sorry to hear that, George. Well, you always have a place with the fabricators. You could even just work in the city. The work pays really well.
True, but I've got a place that needs me right now. I think tomorrow I'm going to talk to Javi and Cindy and see what they think.
So, George, we're back on this again?
It's different, Javi, with the guys back.
George, just go. You've been waiting for those idiots, and now's your chance.
Javi, I know. But with Cindy going off to college
And nothing. Listen, we talked about this a while back. And at the time I couldn't, but I think I got it. The Kinds are older and don't
Her
need
hot
me
sister
as much.
decided to move in to help finally, huh?
Yes, and it is exhausting. She's so annoying and likes to walk around in just a towel.
I see. What times does she normally bathe?
Afternoon, why?
No reason. But this is great, Javi. You really deserve it.
Don't congratulate me just yet. I still got to speak to your father. Plus, I think you should talk to Cindy. I'm happy you told me first, but you got to tell Cindy your plans, since you're only a few weeks away, my friend.
Oh man, I hope she takes this well. She's such a sweetheart, and she even pretends to not notice when we take tokes from that fake tomato paste can.
Honestly, I'm going to miss her too, but she's way too good for this place. By the way, do you know what she's in school for?
No freaking idea. Cindy?
Ah! God damn it, George. When the hell did you get there?
Sorry, I didn't mean to sneak up on you. I just wanted to talk with you about something.
What is it, George?
I wanted to talk about the leaving.
Seriously, George?
Seriously, I mean with everything with the boys, your school and the diner. I never really talked about any of those possibilities. About you and me.
You and me?
Yeah, I kind of avoided it. Because I never really thought any of this would happen.
I mean, life does move in strange ways, George. I'm glad you finally come to realize your feelings.
Yeah. Which is why I'm really happy that you're going to school and that I'm going to go back to be a fabricator and join the squad with my boys.
What?
Yeah, I mean, this is a little sudden for all of us. But Javi's definitely going to apply for the manager position. I just have to find a decent cook and waiter to replace us.
Okay, and what about the whole you and me?
Oh yeah, I'm so proud of you. Cindy, pursuing your schooling is such an admirable thing. I wish that I had that kind of attitude when I was in college. I was just a frat boy through and through.
I see. Well, George, I'm glad things are working out for you.
And you? Sin, this is incredible. So what are you going to school for again?
The mashed tatters are really good today, right, Gorgie?
Yeah, Dad, really good today.
I I can't believe how much time has passed since Cindy came to work for us. She's such a sweet girl and a fantastic worker.
I know I'm really sorry to see her go, but hey, listen, Dad, I was thinking, did Javi contact you?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Shoot, well, anyway. Listen, I've been thinking about this, and since Javi has been with us for so long.
The longest aside from you and Al.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I think it makes more sense for Javi to be the next manager. I mean, he's actually good with people.
But he's the cook, George.
I know, but we can easily get another cook.
That's not like Javi. Keeping him behind the stove is the best option for all of us.
But Dad, I mean, Javi is a great guy. And definitely could use the money and would be terrific at it.
I know that, George. But if it's you behind that grill, you'll burn the place down.
One time, just one time.
Do you not remember the summer job at the Lemon Hut?
Oh, right.
And then the water park?
First of all, that was for the insurance.
What?
Dad, what if I can find someone to replace him?
I'm not going to stop you. After all, you'll be the next manager, so do it. Georgie, but trust me, you won't find anyone that can do it quite like him.
Is that really it? Find someone that can cook better than me?
I know that's easy.
Very. I mean, I do some things personal, but most of this is microwave and pre-cooked crap that I mix with bullshit.
And I drop a bit of herb to make certain they don't ask too many questions.
And it works out.
You know anyone?
Know you?
No, I could ask Cindy.
I wouldn't. She's been a little touchy since the talk.
Yeah, well, I did see someone on my way home last night. This homeless dude that was cooking from a bean can and a fire. He made from old underpants and newspaper.
I mean, if we're that desperate. He's a bit rough, but I think he'll work.
Yeah, I mean, he'll work for the same amount. And then pays us to sleep in the back room. I call that a win-win.
Are you tired of boring old T-Day grubbing? Well, buckle up, put your sunglasses on wrong, and let me help you make it full throttle. Numero 1, stuffing. Fieri style. Super simple to make. 4 cups pancake chunks.
Should we be worried about that? He's talking to the wall and brought a laugh track.
And a 1/4 cup of raisins and 32 tablespoons of tequila-infused garlic butter.
No, I'm sure it's fine.
The URF, having been formed, has quickly rounded up most of the persons that had entered during the events of Bill's escape. The URF had also revealed a terrorist group that had been growing. And during the event, all members of this group had come together. But during the roundup, one was captured by the URF and is currently under interrogation. The only information revealed was off the fact that what they have planned will happen soon. The city unaware, the government on high alert, and the URF is the city's only chance to locate and stop the coming attack by this group that has now been named Antifa. Again and finally, the boring part is over. Let's see what happened to Kim finally.
Man, 3rd time tonight for me. All right, move, Donnie.
What the? Ah! Who are you?
Donald, help!
Kim?
Donald! So let's see. Is there anything I could have done in the time that I've been here? Well, I did go around different underpasses to find the magazines, and I oil wrestled that one homeless guy that kind of looked like the Flash for that one magazine. Or maybe it was about that one girl at the club. I slipped an antacid in her drink, 'cause George told me it was something else. Or maybe it was because of that fight I got into at the dirty movie place. But people of this time ought to know that it's 2 to 3 chairs if you're planning anything in a place like that. Maybe it was the TVs I stole from Ken's Electronics by telling the manager I was his brother. But I needed them for that sick-ass game room me and Donnie found. Or maybe it was because of that time I was sunbathing and...
For the love of God, Kim, the cells are recorded.
Arnold? I was just joking about all that stuff.
You're very lucky you're in my facility.
Arnold? How's Donald? Did they take him? Did he ask about me?
Do not worry, Kim. Donald is fine aside from a bump on the head. He's okay. You were the only one taken in.
You're still not answering my question, D. He asked about me.
Haha. Yes, Kim, he did. He was very worried.
Of course he was. After all, his best friend was removed from his bed.
Why were you in his bed, Kim?
Why am I here, Arnold?
Okay. Well, you were taken in due to the events of Bill's escape. What was the last thing you remember before the hospital?
Let's see, there was this nurse smoking near the hospital giving me the eyes. Was all set to lay down the smooth Kim Riz, but then they also had to check me too.
Before that, Kim.
Well, not really anything. Except for the conversation me and the boys had in the train cart that exploded because Joe's dementia-ridden ass didn't understand that beeping was bad.
Well, then let's see if this might remind you.
What is that thing and why is it carrying the boys?
That was you, Kim.
What? Am I a werebeast?
No. Why would you think you were a werebeast?
Full moon on Halloween.
There was no full moon.
Okay, but then maybe a curse.
Curses don't exist, Kim, but we think it has to do with your Gaia energy, meaning that you have a connection that makes you able to access to multiple other creatures.
Okay, but that creature is connected to that how?
Well, that's what we will need to test. Otherwise, you'll be exiled or executed out of fear of your existence.
Many attempts have been attempted on my life. All have failed. As the leader of North Korea, I am unafraid.
Kim, first of all, you've already been locked in a cell. Secondly, North Korea definitely doesn't exist anymore.
Fair point. So I assume that we will be breeding me as the stud that I am to produce more.
You have not been listening at all, though I did consider it. But the women have been extremely unwilling to accept this without extreme amounts of pay.
They were just intimidated. I'm not surprised. I see it all the time at the gym.
Okay, Kim, if you're done guessing, I will tell you our plan. If we can figure out the trigger for this strange form.
I see. Well, do you have any idea for this trigger?
No, but we have someone here that will be helping us to do this.
Hello, Kim. I will be whipping you to the point that this monster inside of you becomes just a whimpering little dog.
Oh, no.
Kim, your face muscles are literally struggling from how much of a smile you have.
I am truly frightened of the experience I'm about to go through. Will I need a safe word?
There will be no safe words.
Oh, no.
I see. I suppose I chose correctly. Also wrong at the same time. But for now, Kim, I will be explaining what we are hoping you will be able to accomplish with this strange new ability. Okay, Kim. So we will be seeing if the act of being in this form of near death will cause you to change into that form. The first test is asphyxiation.
All right, Arnold. I'm no stranger to this type of sexual torture.
It's not sexual.
Is Scar Joe there?
I am...
Then yes, it is.
We will be starting now. Okay, Kim. The last experiment was not fruitful in any form.
I do not see how. I thought it was quite good.
Kim, you lasted 20 minutes in a room where all the oxygen was vacuumed out, and then decided to use the last 2 minutes to abuse yourself and my eyes.
I got mine at least.
This test will see if we can trigger your form by an extreme amount of fatigue through exercise.
Sounds good. But I do think the commander may have to kick it up.
Oh, I have that new bracelet will allow me to shock you and deeming you in your ear until you arrive here to lick my feet.
Oh, thank you, mistress.
Scarlet, I do not know if this form of conversation is right for the workplace.
Are you questioning me, Arnold?
I am. This is highly unprofessional and
She's very good at that.
I'm only doing this because I need to speak to her immediately.
Sure you are, Arnold. And that smile and stain are not at all related to this.
Is this really her method?
Oh no, she's much more lenient right now. You've given her permission to release her artistic side.
How do you mean?
Have you never been on her trails before?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Oh, you will see the path is the most grueling and horrible, and also the most sexually demoralizing course you can imagine.
How? How did she do this?
As Arnold is not used to our training methods and has decided to be my chair for the next test, I will be the one administering it.
Of course, mistress. You are so wise and fair.
No bootlicking unless I tell you to.
Apologies, mistress.
As the asphyxiation test did not yield any results, the more aggressive course and exhaustion did not yield anything either. Our next test will be extreme amounts of pain.
Oh, yes, please hurt me.
Good doggy.
Let's see. I'm so glad I was able to get my diary back. Let's see. Oh, I remember this day. The first day I met Donald and the boys. Oh, and that time I drunkenly sent those drones. Oh, and that time I and Al Gore got crazy doing whippets. Oh man, I really miss the boys. It's a lot of fun, but it's more fun together. Plus, I just finished that game room, and now I'm stuck doing all this. And we can't run teams on Fortnite. I was even able to convince Penguin Zero to come by. Dear Diet, since I was ripped from the arms of my friend Donald, his naked muscly arms around my taut and ripped body, his fingers rough and thick locking between my own, the feeling of his meaty and cellulite-ridden thighs against my own cause, screw leg day, his hot breath on the back of my neck. I miss the barracks so much, and just as we were about to get all those boys into that one dark room where we will sweat and groan and go non-stop all night, I really need to get a fan or an AC for that game room. Otherwise, we will need to strip down each time. Actually, maybe that's fine after all. We're all fantastically ripped. Well, diary, I will get back to you on the next installment. On the great life of Kim. I see a little school mom action, I take it.
Not quite, Kim.
Then why did Mistress dress up?
I'm here on my day off.
Those are your street clothes. I am unworthy.
Silence. Soon we will begin.
Thank you, Mistress.
It doesn't seem it's enough. I'm turning it up.
Thank you.
We've nearly maxed it out. He's still not changing.
My goodness, he's literally dying and nothing is happening.
Maybe we should turn it up.
What are you, crazy?
Remember your place. And no, he was in a near-death experience. Apparently, he hasn't reached it yet.
Mistress, have we finished?
What have you done to your men?
Made them into perfect soldiers for me.
Okay, Kim. After all these physical trials, we've accumulated no information.
Yes, I would concur. Where is the commander?
Due to the city-wide power outage and a strange issue with her temporary replacement, she was requested to return to her post.
Well, that is a shame. I felt like we were reaching new levels.
Well, Kim, that's something that was good for neither of us. So you and I will be going through this alone, and we will be focusing on your mind. Kim.
I see. Well then, if we are going down the route of psychology, It all started at the age of 12. I was contemplating the assassination of my father, and also very proud of myself for not peeing the bed for a month straight. While I was playing Street Fighter in my room, I noticed something whenever I played as Chun-Li, or Cammy, or Ken. I would usually have to adjust myself, and one time while adjusting myself for several minutes, I was frightened as it began to release, and I became wet and sticky.
I think I will be the one that will need therapy after this, but I believe we should talk more about what happened that day. Maybe isolate what caused you. Transform.
Well, I told you everything that happened that night. The boys and me were all set to get slimed and wild that night. But Barrick and Joe were taking their time, so we went to a few parties, and I was heavily intoxicated at this point.
Well, we could try that. Maybe alcohol is a trigger.
I'm certain it will help.
Now, I definitely need therapy.
I don't know why it was just a standard bros outing. And like bros, we took our shirts off and laid tightly together.
I really have a headache, and we are still no closer to what happened. Maybe it was your friends being in danger.
We could give that a shot. Probably just need to show a kid growing up on a video for Joe, and he'll take care of himself. And Donald, he's always been a few cheeseburgers away from doing it to himself. Or George. You could...
Okay, maybe that probably won't work. I keep forgetting who you guys are. Yes?
Sir, I have your dessert.
Oh, lovely Kim, would you like a slice?
I wouldn't mind partaking.
Ah, my favorite. It's one of the only recipes we still have, and we get to eat this only this time of the year.
Is this pecan? I can't eat that. I have a bad allergic reaction to it.
What about the alcohol last night?
What do you mean?
Kim, we've had to rely heavily on certain beans and seeds to make many of our amenities today, and pecan ale is primarily what we serve.
Oh, then maybe I'm no longer allergic to it. I'll have a slice.
So apparently, you change into that form when your reaction is too much to contain.
Who would have guessed? I wish I could have finished my slice.
Apparently, your allergic reaction requires quite a bit to release the creature, and then to release it, we just need to give you an EpiPen. So we need to make an equivalent of 4 slices of pecan pie into a pill. And then we shall also have a shot ready for you. But this is definitely not what happened with Hillary.
Is that so? Then what do you think went wrong with her?
I'm creating a hypothesis, but I'm still uncertain. However, thanks to what we've learned about you, we will be able to test if others suffer from a similar allergic reaction and train them like we will be training you.
Am I no longer a commando?
No, Kim, you should be focusing on how to control this form.
Maybe we should talk about what is possible in this form.
Well, in this form, your body right now changes into a massive beast that is the amalgamation of an ape crocodile bear and a number of other strong and massive creatures. But I believe you can change it to suit different occasions.
Are you saying I'm like Beast Boy?
I'm sorry?
I'm like Beast Boy from the Teen Titans and can change into all manner of beasts.
More like a disgusting mixture of it all. But can you control yourself?
No, I don't even remember what happened.
Well, you kind of broke the table, stumbled a bit, sniffed around, and found my collection, and began to pleasure yourself in the corner.
Truly a wild animal.
Well, if we can trigger it now, we can control it. So the next steps is to set you off and see if you can trigger it on your own, or at least gain some control while in that form.
Well, I'm game, but if we continuously provoke my allergy, Don't you think that's detrimental to my health?
Extremely. But we have no other method. And the video of you pleasuring yourself did not instill enough confidence in my argument to save you from exile.
I guess if I must, I'll take another pie.
Come on, Kim, get some control. Kim, you need to take control. Harness it, do not let it control you. Fight. Kim?
Yes, Arnold.
I'm sorry, but this will have to be our last experiment. If we cannot get you to control yourself.
What but Arnold?
I was given a time limit, and it ends today. If you do not control it today, I'm sorry, but I will have no choice but to release you into the city's custody.
But what about the boys and what will happen to me?
They might fight back on this, but we have to follow the rule of our leaders. I'm sorry, Kim. Beginning experiment.
I can't believe this. I won't be able to see the boys anymore. I can't believe this. I miss the good old days, like how we all met. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, my miss, wait, aren't you?
Aren't you?
I can't believe it. You like Teenage Hussey's Madness 3 to.
Yes, of course. After all, 1 started the series, but 2 was such,
a disservice to the series. Wow, I'm gonna get us some beers.
Good times or the time I met George. I can't wait to try these before I buy the...
Oops, so sorry, friend. Oh, hey, Kim.
George, I didn't expect to see you here.
Oh, it's just an old haunt I come to sometimes for some dingers and spitters. Great glad you didn't start it without me. Did Donnie go and grab some snacks?
Yep, shouldn't be long soon. Oh, George, you little fiend. Or how about the time I met Barack? Can't check it out with a full bladder. Oh, hey, isn't that?
Oh, dear God, I'm sorry. Is this church? Because I seem to have lost my way.
It's all good, presidential candidate Obama. We're all friends here. I can understand the needs. Like for that copy, Buffy, Mommy Do Me.
Thanks, Supreme Leader of North Korea, Jong-un.
Please, we're about to be bathroom buddies. Call me Kim.
All right, Kim. All right, I brought the DVDs. Should be a great one today, my boys.
Fantastic, Barry. So good for all of us to come together. But remember, this is serious business.
Of course, George. Dirty, dirty Barry. Oh, and who could forget Joseph?
As I said, I want them wearing little cat pajamas.
Listen, sure, I am sorry, but firstly, the first 8 types of those tapes you asked for are illegal and black market only. Secondly, I don't carry furry junk.
Aren't you?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chinaman. I'm trying to explain to this man the differences in what I'm talking about. Boy, I can't wait. I even took an extra helping of my pills for this.
That's really not how your pills work. Joe, seriously, if you stroke out, we're leaving your ass on the curb of the hospital. I will not ruin my one night off.
Men shall really be that strict, huh?
Do not start with me, George, my huss. I mean wife. Damn you guys.
Are we talking about Michelle?
Bless you. And one more time, Donnie, and I'm heading home.
Calm it down, Barry. You know it's all for fun.
Yeah, Barry, after all, who are we?
The Zomboys.
The Zomboys.
Bill, finally, what were you up to?
Oh, you know, taking a Trump and looking through Melania's and Ivanka's underwear drawers.
Hey!
Oh man, fellas, no one's more short-sighted, narcissistic, filthy, or as ridiculous as my boys.
Here we go, Kim.
Yeah!